to do another tutorial today. And this day we are going to do a rainbow trout. I had a request. So, okay, so get your paper, get your pencil, pen, whatever you feel like using today. And the first thing we're going to do is kind of map it out on our paper. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be about, I don't know, 10 inches long or so. So I'm going to use most of my paper, and I have it horizontally, which means it's kind of wider than it is tall. So first thing we're going to do is the upper, like the dorsal of the trout. So just taking our pencil, we're going to pull it across. A really, not much of a hump. It's almost flat. And then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, but this is, instead of being a hump, it's going to be like a big fat U. So same thing. And you see how they're pretty much a mirror image of each other. The top one and the bottom one have the same curve to it. And now on the left side, right here, we're going to take that point and we're going to come down and make a straight line. And at the very end, it's about, I don't know, a little over an inch long. We're going to just give it a little hook. See, it's like a fish hook. And then on the bottom one, we're going to just basically just bring it back. Kind of the same line as this line. See, this line and this line have that same kind of U thing. Okay, now from the bottom of our fish hook, we're going to make a backwards C. And when we finish the top of the C, we're going to keep our pencil down and make another larger one. It's almost going to look like a moon. See, like a crescent moon? Okay. So this is obviously becoming the head. So what does a head need? A head needs an eyeball. Eyeball's pretty simple, just like you think. It's a circle with another circle. Okay? Now, we need some fins. This guy can't swim. So first, about halfway back the upper line that we did first, we're going to make, it's pretty much a triangle. And below that, a little further back probably, I think, we're going to do another smaller one. Okay. And now, a little bit farther back, I'd say about halfway from here to here, you're going to do basically, it's how to explain it, it's just a bump. The bump is kind of leaning towards the back of the fish though, so it's not a straight up bump, it's a backwards facing bump. And below that, probably a little closer to this triangle, you're going to do one more triangle. Okay, so we have some fins there. We kind of moved away from this fin. We have a pectoral fin right here. And basically, we're going to make another kind of backward C. And then straight line back from it. Another straight line, but not as far. And then just connect them. So again, like the last one, we just want to think of simple shapes that we already know how to draw. Circles, triangles, just almost straight lines. Okay, what are we missing now? The tail. So we're going to close off our two lines so we have a connected fish. And then, nice line. Kind of at a 45-degree angle if you want to think about math. 45 is this be flat and this be vertical. 45 is about halfway between that. So same thing we did on top, we're going to do on the bottom. And then we're going to connect them. See, I'm kind of making a little bit of a jagged line. Okay, so now we got a pretty good start. Now I like to put this, I think it's called a lateral line if I remember correctly, which is basically just going right down the middle of the body. So now we're going to get into some detail. It's a rainbow trout, like I said, and what do trout have? They have spots. So that's kind of up to you how many. I'm going to go pretty quick because I don't want to think about it too much because it'll look kind of too tight. So we want to be loose and have a little bit of fun. Bit different sizes. I'm being pretty fast. You can go a little slower if you want, but I just want to keep, like last time, I want to keep your attention. I feel like I'm getting too much of a pattern. I want it to be a little bit more random. Throw some on the fins as well. You get the idea. Spots. Lots of spots. To give it a little texture in the middle, the easiest thing to do is a bunch of diagonal lines. And then we're going to just crisscross it the other direction. And see, that gives it a little bit of scaly texture. Okay. The only thing left to do as far as detail goes is we're going to kind of make these fins look more like fins, because if you've ever seen fish fins, they have a lot of spines in them. So basically, you're just going to make lines. Don't have to be that straight. If you want them to be straight, you could use a straight edge ruler type of thing. Okay. And that's pretty much it. You can give it little teeth if you want. You can give it, I know, more lines. I like to have more lines. Maybe make the gills look a little bit more gilly. Some more diagonal lines just to give it a little bit of texture. And there we have it. And again, we don't want to worry about shading because we want to let these things, we want to color them later when we have more time. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. And I'll keep on doing this. Have a good day. Bye.